Hello everybody and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today on the chopping block we have Maybelline. I just want to preface this video with saying that most of the things I have here are new. I only had 3 or 4 products actually by Maybelline, and I had a foundation, a skin tint, a lipstick and a primer, I'd say. Everything else is new, so we'll both be experiencing this together. It's also really freaking hot today. It's already 24 degrees and it is now 5 to 10. I am sweating. I have a fan right next to me where every time I take a little break from the camera, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm extra shiny. I've washed my face, prepped my skin, but honestly, I am sweating up a storm here. For some reason as well, I decided to wear long sleeve, and I think this material is one of those that just like hot boxes your body and is like a sweat box. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start with primer just so we can let it settle, and I don't know this primer. I've heard really good things about it though from a couple of OG YouTubers that I watch, so this is the only one I could find honestly, and it is the Baby Skin. I was going to say Babulous for some reason, but it is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I hope it's not silicone, that's all I can say. It is straight up silicone, but hopefully it blows my pores, because especially now that I'm hot, my pores have just like opened up completely. It also smells like chemicals, but that little bit covered the bottom half of my face, so that is very good. I don't know if it's my sweat as well that's just making it turn to a more like liquidy form, or it's just a product that turns into like more liquidy the more you rub it into your skin. I've seen this on the shelf so much, but I never had any inkling to try it. Right now it is feeling very slippy, but upon first application it has like a little bit of a tug, but it seems, like I said, it turns into a bit of a liquid. So this is what it's looking like on my face. It doesn't mattify too much, and it just kind of deflects the light off my open pores. Maybelline also do not have a full face. I didn't know this. I thought they had everything. Couldn't find a bronzer, couldn't find a blush. We don't have the liquid blushes just yet. I just grabbed what I could, so we are short a full face for sure. And I also didn't get this setting spray because the one type of setting spray they have, I finished earlier on this year and I had no desire to repurchase, so we are skipping that step as well. I also have the lip vinyls. I have 2 of them. I can't find them. I literally can't. It's probably one of my handbags up in my cupboard, but I don't have the motivation to go through it, so I just picked a different lipstick that I've had for quite some time. I'm also actually doing my first bridal makeup trial and I'm planning to film it, but I have a big vlog of all like my wedding stuff, so I am not going to show you guys right now, but I'll add it in that vlog. It will probably be a pretty long vlog because I started the vlog actually when I started doing like my invites, and because I did my invites myself, I've done the process of that and all the little bridesmaids dresses, flower girls dresses, shoes, everything like that. So that will be in one big vlog, probably only next year, but it's a working project. I'm very excited, so I'm gonna have to wash all this makeup off anyway, so we can't really do a wear test. Let's go to brows, and we have this this little famous pen, which is kind of like the NYX Lift and Snatch from what I've seen. It's called the Builder Brow, and it has a brow gel and a brow pen, and I got mine in 262 Black Brown. I've literally wanted to buy this a few times, but it's 250 Rand, and the brow gel is like minuscule. Look how much product you get in that. Basically nothing. That will last me about a week, and it's so expensive. So I digress, but let's see what this looks like. I'm actually just going to use a different product to line my brows with. I don't know why I was scooting in while I was talking. I should have scooted in first, but I'm just going to line my brow with this because I need a little bit of structure. As you can see, I'm not blessed in the brow department, and I'm not even going to mention what brand this is because it's irrelevant to the video, but I'm just going to do this quickly and then we'll move on to the brow product. All right, so brows mapped out. I'm going to use the brow gel first. I have the primer all over my hands, and then we'll go in and use, there's even less product now that I've pulled the, I don't know if you'll be able to see, now that I've pulled the little spoolie out, there's like half of it. But anyway, I'm going to brush this through my brows. I'm hoping it's strong hold. I've heard really good things about this. Spoolie doesn't pick up a lot of product, and I can imagine, like I said, me using this up in a week. Honestly, just feeling my face, I don't think the primer is going to hold because it feels very slippy at the moment, but I'm going to give my brows a second to dry down, sit in front of the fan, and then we'll use the pen. Okay, I was definitely mistaken. It feels like it's going to hold, and I actually really like it. The applicator on it is really small and fine, so that's really nice. If you can hear my dog barking, there's people working across the road, and she's going nuts because she owns this whole neighborhood. When we give this a little shake, it does have a brush tip. I don't know if you'll be able to see. So it's going to give me the same effect that the NYX Lift and Snatch does. So I'm just going to fill in my brows with this, and then I will let you know what I think. So I'm not going to lie, it definitely isn't as pigmented as the NYX one is, and I prefer the NYX one. I'm not sure on this longevity though. The NYX one does wear off after a bit, but I don't like the pen. I do like the gel, it's holding my brows, but I really don't know if I like the pen. I'll have to use it a couple more times, so be sure to check the description in order to see any like wear notes, because I won't film any wear notes. That is interesting. I was going to use the 4-in-1 perfector. Is it called that? Glow Makeup Perfector. I was going to use this, but unfortunately I think because my face is so slippy already and it's so hot, I feel like it's going to make me look like an oil slick. So unfortunately I don't think I want to use this today. This is great for me in the winter or on its own, but I really don't feel like I want to use this today. Then we also have, I've spoken about this in my worst makeup of 2024 so far. I got this in Thailand just before it launched here. Unfortunately, the texture of this is just so grainy and it's thick and it reminds me of the texture of paint. Not my favorite. I probably will declutter it or send it to a better home after my declutter at the end of the year. But for now, no, I don't love it. I got mine in the shade 09 and it has SPF 50, which is great, but it's so thick. If you've ever used like a mineral sunscreen and it has that thick zinky feel, that's what this feels like. So not my favorite texture, and we're definitely not using it. Then one of my all-time favorite foundations, honestly, it's my go-to, and I actually just try to use it very sparingly. It was part of my project pan, but I pulled it out because I didn't want to use it every single day. But we have the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth, not poreless and matte and poreless. I got mine in the shade 228 Soft Tan, perfect shade for me. It also has SPF 18 in it. It's for normal to dry skin, even though I have combo skin, but I love the texture of this. I need to find a pump. I honestly haven't yet. That's neither here nor there. I hate the way it pours out, but anyway, I'm planning to use a sponge today, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just add it to one side of the face. Honestly, I love this. The coverage is good, the texture is good, it doesn't accentuate anything. It's not the most long-lasting, obviously being dewy, but if you set it correctly, it looks gorgeous on my skin. I love it. Look, and it's so skin-like, perfect color match for me, and I just love it. I rave about this foundation quite a lot. Well, every opportunity I get, because it literally is one of the best I have, and I've tried a lot. So that's one side done, and with nothing. If I haven't convinced you before, I hope I have now. I have it on the side of my hand because I touched the bottle. Hopefully I didn't get it on my sleeve. No. Okay. So I'm just going to complete the face. Because I've spoken about this before, I don't want to bang on too much about it, but knowing me, I will. It's actually going on over the primer really well. Not that I've ever had any problems with it, but I guess if you have a drier formula in your primer, it will give you a different result. That looks gorgeous, even though I look like a sweaty mess, but it's gorgeous on the skin. I absolutely love it. Couldn't recommend it more if you were looking for a nice foundation. I mean, their color range obviously spans loads of shades, so you definitely will. It doesn't have an orange hue. They have proper undertones. So if you were to invest in a foundation, I would definitely recommend this. Like I said, we don't have any like cream bronzer or cream blush, so let's go ahead and use some concealer. So I have a sip of coffee. For concealer, I got the Superstay Active Wear Concealer, and it's got 30 hours of wear time. We'll see about that. I've heard that this can burn your eyes. A few people said it burnt their under eyes. I didn't love the foundation of this. I actually decluttered it last year. It was just too thick, too patchy, and sat in areas you don't want to draw attention to, but I'm excited to try this. I got the shade 30. Is there a name? Nope, no name. So it's just the shade 30. The applicator is quite slim and it doesn't pick up that much product, but I'm gonna go ahead and just try this. This is a bit orange, or a bit warmer, shall I say, where the foundation is a bit more neutral. It's also very thin, very, very thin. So I don't know if I'll get lots of coverage out of this. I've seen people say it burnt the under eyes, and then other people say that you have to layer it quite a bit. So let's give this just 1 second just to get a little bit tacky, and then I'm going to use the butt end of my sponge and I'm just going to blend that out. I mean, I can still see the color. It doesn't have much coverage, but I don't mind that. I really love foundation. Oh, I keep saying foundations. I really love concealers that are more thin and serum-like because I have fine lines, and that actually is not bad at all, in my opinion. You might not be able to see it on camera, but I have like a blue maroony type bag under my eyes because of sinuses, time of the year and all of that. But that did a great job. I actually really like that. I might add a touch more. How many mils is this? I think because of the packaging, it looks a bit bigger. 10 mils, that's not bad actually. I really like that. I would 100% recommend. Don't remember how much I paid for this, but I know it was quite pricey. Upwards of 190 Rand, I think, maybe 200, but I really like it. It looks really nice, and the color was actually perfect for my foundation shade. I've had problems in the past, but I think I'm getting better. My neck is honestly soaking wet. It's so hot. I'm gonna set my under eyes with a different powder because the one that I got is more of like a foundation powder, I'd say, because it's more closer to my skin tone. So I'm gonna set my eyes off camera and then we'll go on and set the rest of our face. So for powder, I got the Superstay, what is it called? Full coverage powder foundation. So it is a powder foundation like I thought. I didn't even read. I just grabbed this. It was on the sales rack actually and was going for like 150 Rand, which is a steal. So I thought I'd just pick it up. They didn't have a lot of colors or shades. And I got mine in 59 Golden Caramel, which was the most medium shade I could find. It was either really light or really dark. So I was lucky that I found one in between. For some reason, my camera has like a green hue. I love that they have security seals on it though, because some people can be really annoying and open products at the shop. So I just broke that. This is what it looks like. It might be slightly too deep, but let's go ahead and have a look. It has a little puff, I hate these, and a mirror underneath, which is great. Just using a big fluffy brush. I don't want to have too much coverage, and I'm just going to set down the rest of my face. Let's do one side to see if the color changes dramatically. I love a powder foundation though, especially in the summer. I use the Essence one, the 16-hour wear. I love that. It's very orange. We don't have all the shades, but I love it. That's actually looking really good. I still can't believe that Maybelline don't do blushes and bronzers. They're missing out on that because I'm pretty sure it's very easy to formulate. My brows are also fading really fast, but I kind of knew that with the pigmentation of the pen. Okay, I really like that. It's very smooth. I didn't want to try the Fit Me powder again because I didn't like it originally, so that looks really good. And the color difference isn't major. It's actually perfect. I'm shocked. I'm shook. I think Maybelline are really good at foundation products anyway. Base products, shall I say? Yeah, it doesn't look too dry. It's very smooth. Oh, I like this. Might be a contender for my wedding day, because I'd rather have like a less coverage foundation and a better coverage powder rather than a full coverage foundation that's super drying and then add powder on top of that, because my skin type is just super textured. So this is really nice. I don't have any blush and bronzer, like I said, so I'm going to jump off camera, complete that, just fill in my brows a little bit more, and then we'll move on to eyes and then lips. I am really happy with the way my face is looking, but as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but my one eye is creasing really, really badly. I don't know if that's due to me sweating so much. We'll see how it holds up, but I'm really happy with the way my skin is looking. I really don't like my brows today though. They're looking a bit meh. So I like them very prominent and, you know, properly done. For eyes, they have the bigger palettes called the City Block or something like that. I have no interest in getting that because I know I'm never really going to use it. I don't think Maybelline is very well known for their eyeshadows, so I just got a little one, and this is actually newer that I've seen anyway, and it is this little thing. There's a hair attached to it, and it's called Color Rivals, and it is just a duo. I got the shade Spicy X Suave, which looks like that. So it's just a little bit of a deeper shade and a shimmer. Looks like that. So let's see what we can do. I'll probably just put the darker shade in the outer corner and then put a shimmer all over the lid. So I'll speed through that and then I'll let you know what I think when we come back. I'm actually just going to use a super fluffy brush for the darker shade because I don't want too much pigment. It picks up really well actually, so I think I'm going to have to be careful. I just said I'm going to speed through this and now I'm talking through the whole thing. Oh, I really like that shade actually. They didn't have many colorways, I think like maybe 3, but that's really pretty. I actually really like that. It was pretty smooth to go on and I just used a really light hand because I didn't want it to be too intense. Really like that. So let's go and use the shimmer. I'm just going to use my finger for that. Feels like an average shimmer. It's not too chalky, but it's not completely smooth either. Oh, that's a lot of glitter though. That's really pretty. I'm really happy with the choice that I made with the color as well. I love a burnt orange look on me. Yeah, that's really pretty. Pretty simple, but really pretty. I would recommend it. If you found a colorway that you like, it's very easy, one and done, tiny, travel, great. Would recommend. I don't know why I'm looking so serious. I'm actually shocked because I didn't think Maybelline would stand out in the eyeshadow department, but they really are. Really happy with that. Next product, I've used this before and it's the Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner. I think mine is dried up, but let's go ahead and just try a little bit to do a baby wing. So it's still working, but it is a little bit dry. And I got this over a year ago, so I'm actually pretty shocked because my MAC one dried out almost immediately, but it's difficult to control. I can say that much. Do I recommend this? I mean, yes, it's lasted pretty long. It's dried out a bit, but I still think it works. So for mascara, I got the Surreal Falsies. I've seen a few people use this and really like it. I don't know why I'm not focusing. I think it's the glare on there, but it looks like this. So I thought we'd go ahead and try this. I just got mine in Very Black. Ooh, love the wand. It's got the exact bristles that I really love. Ooh, it's gripping. I've always loved Maybelline mascaras though. I don't remember if it flakes though, but I used to use, I can't remember what it's called, but the pink and the green one, I used to love that. It's got a nice grip onto your lashes as well. I'm going on my second coat. It's not as voluminous as I like, but I don't know if it's meant to be lengthening or volumizing, but I really do like it. It's very wispy. Oh, I like that. And then lastly for lips, so this is a very old one and it is, what is it called? Color Sensational Bold, and it's called Midnight Merlot. Love this, and the color looks kind of like that. I think it's going to be a bit too intense, but we'll throw it on anyway. But I do not have a lip liner. I couldn't find one, so I'm just going to line my lips with something else. And then I'm just going to pop this in the middle. I love these. I can already recommend it if you find a shade that you like. I don't want to put too much on because it is very dark and very vampy. It's not very summery in my opinion. My hair's got kinks in it because of the creaseless clips, but I definitely am sweating and that is probably why. So this is our final look. The lips really don't go. I just feel like it's too bold, but I really like the way my face is looking. The only product, like I said, that I'm unsure of is the brow product, and then again the primer, as the primer is a little bit too slippy. Would I recommend Maybelline? I think for foundation products is definitely, especially like the powder and the actual foundations are absolutely amazing. I really like the concealer too. Definitely recommend. I feel like it is a step up from Rimmel for sure. I didn't have that many duds at all. So Rimmel or Maybelline, I would pick Maybelline, Maybelline or Essence. I'd pick Maybelline, Maybelline or Catrice. I couldn't make a choice. That is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate that. And I will see you all next week for another full face of something. I did also promise you guys that we might have some new products from Essence, but I just couldn't find it. Apparently they only have it on the website House of Cosmetics, but I don't know the site, so I haven't really sussed it out. I've been asked to do a full face of Temu as well, so I'm going to work on doing that. But until then, I'll see you all next week. Bye guys.